Where are they currently? Are they like sitting by the boxes? Oh, I see them. Sorry. Okay, I got them.
Yeah, just make those go away.
I will. Oh no, I have more. Oops. Every box is full.
Warp drive active.
Cute kitty.
I remember seeing my parents on television when I was, probably, I don't know, very little. Like my parents were a comedy team, Stiller and Mira. And what they did as a comedy team broke out on Ed Sullivan. And when that happened, when they started to have success on the show, their comedy team became, their identity.
29 fun-filled cavities.
They were constantly having to work because they weren't super rich or anything.
They weren't?
There's a lot of laughing and a lot of fun, but it was also a lot of feeling the stress of, what they had to do to make ends meet, really.
You were without your parents a good deal of the time.
Yeah. My parents would go away for like a 2-week stint to LA to do whichever show, game show or Love Boat or whatever it was. There was a lot of anxiousness, I think, or kind of fear of being alone.
They were always, doing their best, and it always felt very much, it always felt like we were connected.
That was incredible to be in that family because that was so exciting what they were doing to me and my sister. And I think I was drawn to that.
I really never thought of doing anything else.
You always wanted to be a director.
Director since I was about 9 or 10.
Benji, your mother says that she'd like you maybe to grow up to be a big producer, and then you could give her and your dad starring roles. Would you hire these two?
No.
You would?
That passion is something that, for me, I feel like I got from my folks.
Well, I would hire somebody else.
Why?
It'd be hard to work with you.
So much for your career.
See that?
Thanks a lot, pal. Boy, the bigger they are, the nicer they are.
And when I was a kid, I was like, I'm not going to do what my parents do. I'm not going to do comedy. I'm going to be
Ooh, here's another 100
filmmaker.
iron ingots.
Ben Stiller wanted to be taken seriously, not just seen as a funny kid. The thing is, names shape perception. Names for people and domain names for a creative business. If you're selling something online, a .store domain tells people it's a store. No guesses, no wondering. You only get one first impression. And your name plus a .store domain is the clarity anyone checking out your stuff needs, in order for your link to get a bunch more eyes and a ton of extra clicks, because people know it's your store on the very first look. It also just looks so cool. Admire that for a second. And I'm not alone. The best in the world trust and use .store for their official stores. That's not for no reason. Simply search for your chosen .store domain wherever you buy domains. Grab yours before someone else does. Head to the link in the description and use my code to unlock a special discount.
I feel like I had a bunch of little breaks that led to a bigger break. I got a chance to be on Saturday Night Live in 1988, I think.
Please welcome Mike Myers and Ben Stiller. Hi, boys. Thank you, Dennis.
I knew very quickly that I wasn't going to do well there because I wasn't great at live performing. I was there like 6 weeks.
Ben Stiller started as a subversive stand-up comic, eventually landing his own TV show.
Ben Stiller, it's we only did 13 shows. It was a show that was on, just for people who know, it was on in 1992.
Yeah. And that got canceled, but then somebody saw some of those sketches, and Danny DeVito's production company, and they were making a movie called Reality Bites.
Reality Bites.
I love Reality Bites.
PG-13.
And we made that movie, so that was my first movie that I ever directed.
Do people defer to your every whim now? I mean, is it everything you expected it to be and more?
Now your second picture. Here you are, Jim Perry, the
Cable guy.
There's something about Mary.
I love Something About Mary.
So much to talk about. Yes, we're so happy for you. Everything's going great. Thank you.
Zoolander.
Zoolander is fabulous. A great funny film. I love Zoolander.
Thank you.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. You're Derek Zoolander.
Perhaps a sequel coming down the pike anytime soon?
We're back.
Well, 15 years is a long time between movies, but that's how long it's taken to finally get a sequel to Zoolander.
Well, big sigh, I'm afraid.
Zoolander 2 takes the jokes from the original and recycles them with a few minor tweaks, and the resulting film never quite hits the high notes of its predecessor.
I was just thinking, why isn't this funny? And believe me, I went in wanting it to be funny.
I was disappointed. I really do admire Ben Stiller. Tropic Thunder was a terrific movie. This one isn't.
This movie is a very early contender for me for worst movie of the year.
Look at this shit. You actually, when you say this, is Ben Stiller okay? Like, is he all right?
Is his wife leaving or the kids? She's taking the kids?
What kind of need for attention, what kind of cry for attention is Ben Stiller needing to do this shit right here?
Zoolander 2 came out, and it didn't do as well as you thought it might, and you're like, what am I supposed to be doing?
It's really hard to tell what's going to work and what's not going to work.
And when it's great, it's so great. And when it's not great, it sucks. When I go through a failure, you know, that doesn't feel great, like it really made me ask questions of myself. Like, why am I doing this? What's important to me?
It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
There are moments you realize your entire life's work is absurd, and you have nothing to show for it. There's a point where you work it, but then you also have
I've finally
to,
moved
also
all
be
of
able to step
Lou.
back and go, okay, I can only control so much.
Life happens, I guess, huh?
Life is other plans.
Yeah.
Life is what happens when you're making other plans. I had
Life is
prostate
other
cancer a couple of
plans.
year ago.
You had like advanced prostate cancer that you found out about and had to have surgery for. Did that make you think about your mortality?
Oh my God, yeah. It was very scary. When you get a diagnosis like that, everything stops. Boom, stop. You know what I mean? Everything. All your plans, all your thoughts, my job, it's like all of it's like, wait a minute. You don't know if you're going to be alive in, 6 months if you don't, if this doesn't get dealt with. This is something that could change everything. It's like your worst fear. One of the main things I felt was I was really lucky as I learned more about prostate cancer. I learned that, I was someone who had, a case that could be treated. It was scary, definitely scary. Nothing like the feeling of relief when you get the call from the doctor, hey,
blood test came back, your PSA is 0, you're cancer free, and you want to hold on to that feeling. For me, I think it's 11 years now. My joy comes from working and being creative.
Okay, I wanted to know what it was. He had cancer, and now I'm done bored. I've never liked him, Ben Stiller. I've never liked him. I like his movies. I don't like Ben Stiller. Marathon failed to save Bungie. Yeah, I would say so, yeah.
4 years after acquiring Bungie for $3.6 billion, Sony has reported $765 million in impairment losses against the company, which is very, very bad news. Welcome to Inside Games Daily, the only game news show brave enough to see where this might be headed.
Yeah, and it's nowhere good for Bungie, that's for sure. I mean, they've already done a lot of layoffs, but they got nothing else in the tank. That's what worries me. You can buy time as long as you can say just wait for the next thing, but Marathon was the next thing. And they've already done their Star Wars integration for Destiny, so what's left?
I don't know. The bad news comes from Sony's fiscal year 2025 results, published earlier today. In it, Sony realized a 120.1 billion yen, or $765 million impairment loss against Bungie's assets.
Yeah, they had actually done this before in a previous quarter, which is not good because it got way, way bigger. Yeah, Sony previously reported a 31.5 billion yen, or $204.2 million impairment loss against Bungie in Q2, but that was based on Destiny 2's underperformance.
So, Lawrence, I was looking up an impairment loss, and basically an impairment loss is, generally there's depreciation on everything, so you assume that, let's say Bungie's worth $1 million, and then the depreciation goes down. It's like, oh, it went down, whatever, 100,000, so now it's worth $900,000. The impairment loss is they sort of, how do I put this? They predicted the historical loss of $100,000, but it turns out an impairment loss is actually the real value of the company went way down. So something they didn't even predict, which is even worse than because I thought an impairment loss was like, oh, it's just a loss. It's like a fair market value loss, depreciation.
Yeah, it just didn't work out.
It is not. It turns out that they had someone else look at it.
So apparently Bungie spent $770 million on Marathon, and it flopped, and it's got 50 players, and so now we'll never have another Halo or another Destiny. They put their whole fucking eggs in one basket in a terrible game, and so Bungie's dead now. Apparently, they declared it today.
Bungie's been dead for a long time.
It's a long time, yeah. That's very true. Since Destiny 1 was the last time they've been.
They're just gonna stop playing with the corpse.
Done anything good? Yeah. I wouldn't call Destiny 1 good either. It's just playable.
I dropped Destiny after playing the demo.
45 minutes. Yep, 45 minutes into the demo. I remember that demo. Yep. And I was like, I do not care for this game.
To me, it was Borderlands with a Halo aesthetic, and I didn't want to play a Borderlands game.
Yeah. I'm enjoying Borderlands 4, but I like stupid, crappy Borderlands combat. I like a billion gun possibilities. I think that's cool. Eventually, you get these shotguns that'll launch you across the entire zone and shoot walls of fire and stuff like this. The weapons get cool, like really genuinely cool. Kind of like Oblivion like Oblivion Magic or Morrowind Magic. But you have to play so long before you get guns like that. Oh, wait. Oh, you left? Oops.
Yeah, my bags are full.
Oh, yeah, you coming back to this island?
Yeah.
Alright.
The ship's under your hand, Captain.
I just don't understand dumping $1 billion into a video game and just praying that it might sell. I don't understand that kind of loss of money. Well, it should be almost criminal. I'm sure the shareholders view it as criminal. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to make a different game that's new, like Marathon. I would definitely make a Destiny 3 with my $1 billion. I'm not making a Marathon, you know? I don't know what they were thinking. alligator. Hey, we're like co-oping, yay. Oh, my gun's not equipped. Oh, damn it.
Don't waste ammo on a regular crocodile.
Aww. I didn't know there was two. I was in a menu. So annoying.
Should only use ammo on the big ones, not the shitty
What?
crocs.
No, I have a lot of copper ammo. We're good.
Waste of ammo.
Nope.
Yes, it is. Just use your melee attacks. There's no point using guns on an easy enemy like that.
There is if you're to spec entirely into precision.
You can respec really quick. It's free.
Yeah, but why would I melee an alligator? It's going to one-shot me. It's 6 levels higher.
No, you can kill it the same way I killed it when I
So
first
the
made
alligator
crocodile.
just one-shot me, big on it. It killed me in one hit.
Two shot you. I heard the swings.
Two shot, whatever. I've not fought an alligator yet, so I don't even know, like, you know. So I'm gonna watch its movements.
You have.
No, I haven't. That's the first time I've fought an
Yes,
alligator.
you have. You fought them with me last time.
Oh, I did? Okay, I don't remember. I really don't like how it de-equips the gun. It drives me fucking crazy. Especially in a survival game. You don't think that's like kind of really bad design? To just take the weapon off my bar or whatever? So dumb. Body's north. Yeah, right there. Something's... My screen's like red. Ancient debris. Is my iron pickaxe too low for efficient wise?
That is the max pickaxe.
Oh, is it? Okay, I didn't know. I don't know. I just didn't want to like waste the mats. Something aggroed. Oh, two coming in, plague thralls. Gotta switch weapons. And now I jumped down too far. Coming in. Oh, you got it. 2 spears. Oh, this bar is full. I should probably leave this place.
You're gonna die. Mills.
Okay. Oh, nope. Full dead. Nice. I assumed there was a damage over time. I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was, like, instant. Thought I had enough time. Forgot to put a damn thing down. Gonna chop some trees for a tent. Should be putting a tent down.
There's a fast travel not far away.
Yeah, but I'm set on a tent, and I keep forgetting to change my tent back. It's so annoying. I'm just gonna add a new tent in the place we're at. Okay, recover, coming back in. I got better fast travel and tent stuff set up.
Oh, we're done over here.
Okay. And top off food here. Hi, kitty. Hi, kitty. You want lap? Okay. Hi. Hello, beautiful kitty.
And it turned, and they are noticing that Bungie went down even further than they thought.
Oh my goodness, that's very.
What is clay used for, and do you have a need for it?
Potions.
Yeah, the little bottles, is it?
Yeah, we got tons of that stuff.
All right.
Yeah, clay is also very easy to get if we ever do need it.
Yeah. Oh, good. You took my weapon off again. I really love when you do that. That's cool.
Well, you're the one that took your weapon off.
No, not
the
you.
game.
Not you. No, the weapon switching is fucking terrible. Like, the worst I've almost seen in a game. I think the combat animations.
Weapon switching is fine.
Whoa, cool.
I don't have any issues, so I know it's something you're doing.
Are you kidding me? No, it is literally a 1.5-second animation to switch weapons. I believe that's the worst I've ever seen in a video game. Like, pulling these weapons out is so bad. Ugh. Oh, right. I went to the wrong island. Ugh. Gotta remember to put a thing down. I hate stumbling around switching weapons in the middle of a melee fight. It's so dumb and unnecessary. It's such a bad choice.
Stop using ranged.
No, I have the gun equipped at all times. It's my sword. Whenever you pull out a farming tool, it puts your sword away, which is stupid.
I have no problem doing any of this stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, fiber and wood. Gotta get a damn tent down out here. It's so annoying.
All right, let's get out of here.
All right.
Here's a camp point of interest if you haven't done it yet.
All right. I'll come back.
Well, we finally have a good amount of scrap. I still want to hit the last mine island, though.
Yeah. On my way
we'll
out.
get
I'm
enough.
just
We'll
grabbing
get a
it.
whole lot of iron off of this so we can actually make a lot of bars.
Yeah, I brought you a bunch of iron ingots too. Oh no, this is the T3 ore, huh? This is different.
Oh wait, we already hit all the islands. Okay. Well, I have some bars smelting. I'm going to see how much we have right
I'm
now.
out of time. Unfortunately, I gotta go to family dinner now. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Are you up past 9?
Well, yeah, it's Friday and there's no kids.
You got some time. Okay, so I'll be back here around like 9-ish. Might be 9:30 the latest, but 9 to 9:30.
Okay.
And I'll see you in a bit.
Warp drive active.
Oh, my kitty, I love her.
Docking permission requested. Docking request denied. Docking permission requested. Docking request denied.
Alright, just go safe log in a safe spot.
Warp drive active.
Fuck, that planet looks fucking cool. Wait, there's Audithysian Lancers here. Why? Oh, come on now.
Warp drive active.
Oh, I don't mind. Okay, gonna pause this record. Okay, I am back, guys, and I am so sorry. For some reason, I did not press stream or record because I was in such a rush to get back to Windrose. And we just beat Windrose. I helped Begon beat the last boss. And it took 3 tries, but we beat Wimrose, and I'm done with Wimrose, and I'm going live here. I'm terribly sorry for the delay. I guess I would have been back at like 8 o'clock, and I didn't stream the last 5 hours of the stream. So, yeah, so, oh well, go do something else here. I don't know what I'm in the mood for. You know, I've been thinking about hardcore 7 Days to Die.
To Stargate. Warp drive active.
I love hardcore 7 Days to Die. It is actually fucking hard. Like, genuinely hard. And I'm going to go try some hardcore 7 Days to Die. That's just like what I'm in the mood for, so. Now my kick went live, right? Yeah, there we go. And there we are. I don't know, I don't see my kick. But,
approaching Stargate.
Use anti-cheat, run and save as default. Yeah, I think this is fine. Oh yeah, I haven't looked at Steam in a while. Let's go look at the Steam game player statistics.
Autopilot jumping.
Working on the apotheosis now. Dog of War tier, huh? Oh, I get more credit the more I do. Oh, okay, cool. That's cool.
Warp drive active.
Your system time is out of sync. What? Continue game. Yeah. And I died, but that's okay. That's hardcore. But the loot, the only thing that sucks is I lost my bicycle, and the bicycle's still there in snow somewhere. And there might be some indication of where I went. So we need to maybe look into that. My body is still there with a bicycle sitting on it, which is worth a level 1 death run out there to the body to see if I can recover the bicycle, because it will significantly speed up the run. So, I don't know. I have to go find, yeah. I have to go find, anyways.
Autopilot jumping. Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
I liked Windrose. It was. I'm sorry you guys didn't get to see the end of it. It's sort of sad. I didn't even record it. I don't know why. I just came home and I thought the stream was still running, but no. And right now I don't have the stream running, which is fucking weird because it says that I do, but I don't see it. I'm gonna reload. Yeah, we live. There we go. Ready to spawn in the world? Yes, I am.
Approaching Stargate.
You're catching your breath. See, I don't have any map exposed, and I don't even know which way the fucking trader is anymore, or my base. Now, I think I know where I am in the scheme of things, but I really don't know where it is. Now, let's look around. Now, I don't have shadows in this game, but the frames seem good to me, like really genuinely smooth. It gets chunky when it's busy. DLSS, DLAA, brightness, first person, default camera mode is first person. Oh yeah, there's third person in this now. Field of view is 50. Field of view, third person camera mode is locked. What do you mean? Oh, adjust the free the camera mode freeloader until the camera. Oh, third person camera mode. Oh, let's try that. Third person camera distance. Okay. Oh, cool.
Approaching Stargate.
That is cool. It's like way more immersive. It's 4 a.m. Yeah, the sun is rising. Yeah. Challenge window. Let's track everything.
Autopilot jumping.
Oh, I guess you don't need to track. It's just redeem. Gather plant fibers, gather wood, gather small stone. Oh, if you track, it shows you what you need.
Okay. To Stargate. Warp drive active.
I'm gonna turn on the music because the music is good in this game.
Approaching Stargate.
Fucking snake. Snake is good meat though this early. Yeah, some of this sound is so old and so shitty and repetitive. I think I want to make it a little higher.
Autopilot jumping.
Let's see my OBS. How was that? That wasn't that bad.
Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
Hi, kitty. Did you enjoy your dinner? You want some lap? Yeah, let's get back to cuddling like we were. You were sitting a pretty good lap there. Get back to sitting on the lap and purring. Yeah, that's what I like from my cats. Sit on my lap and purr. It's not that hard. You're a good kitty. Okay, so first thing was to gather primitive resources using your hands. Craft a tool, the stone axe. Harvest wood and harvest small stone to gather more primitive. Stone tools are better than others at harvesting certain materials. Using your empty hands to collect wood and small stones is fine, but a good stone axe will do it much faster. The stone axe is also used in repairing and upgrading blocks like building blocks. Craft armor. Use plant fibers and wood to craft armor. So we're going to come into the armor set and just make craft. Did I make 2 hoods? No. Gloves, hood, outfit.
Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
Shoes.
Approaching Stargate. Autopilot jumping. Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active. Approaching Stargate.
The airdrop is such a big power gain, but I will never ever find that bicycle body again unless I just somehow fucking stumble on it. It's unfortunate.
Autopilot jumping.
I like hardcore 7 Days to Die though, it's really good.
Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
what's that place? It's probably the wrong direction, but it might be a good place to get a kind of a start going. I didn't know what this game was when I first played it, so I was just like, I camped in the first house that I found. Oh, right, I should craft arrows if I'm going to do this. So, give me 4 arrows.
Autopilot jumping.
Okay, now I journey to the settlement, which is way south. So, I could maybe journey into snow and figure out where that fucking bear killed me and maybe find that bicycle, but I don't think so. The amount of time and death it would cause would waste way more time. I have to write it off. And the worst part is I bet I probably find the fucking bicycle again. I bet I probably find it, but that doesn't matter. The amount of time and death it would take and loss of time and just, you know, crippling characters and hardcore and stuff. The amount of time it would take is just not worth it. Okay, the bow should go on... Let me think about that.
Approaching Stargate.
I think I usually bind the last 3 keys for X, G, and Y. 10 is X, yeah, 10. 9 should be G. X, G, and Y, and that'll be my bike and my helicopter and such. So, yeah, and then but they don't have the keys on the bar, I guess. So, but that's okay. So if I press X, I will select that though. Yeah. So then we want our melee tools on one. Ah, my arm hurts so fucking bad. Ah, shooting the boss. You guys didn't see it because I didn't record and I didn't stream for some reason. But
Approaching Stargate.
I go north? Yeah, I'm going north and I'm supposed to be going south. Way south. Like I am going the wrong way on the road.
Autopilot
Is there an
jumping.
auto run in this?
Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active. Approaching Stargate.
It's amazing what a low FOV will do to improve the gameplay quality. It's weird. It's such a free thing to do, but it does. Changing the what you can see on camera makes the game totally different. Well, it's good I got done with Wimrose, but I wish I had actually published it. I mean, I still have to beat it on solo. I don't have to do it like him. I can keep playing it, but I don't know. It's a good game, but it's not really my favorite game. See thing Alex Jones humiliated and trolled to perfection by the Onion.
Warping to station.
All right, y'all. So it has officially happened. As you all know, Alex Jones had to shut down InfoWars because he had.
I'm sorry. Apparently my microphone muted. I don't know why. I must have brushed it. Sorry about that. So, yeah, Alex Jones is getting canceled by The Onion, which is hilarious. And I can't believe it was The Onion that actually managed to bring home the justice for the Sandy Hook families and the whole Sandy Hook hoax thing. Like, and
hasn't been paying the Sandy Hook families that he owes a tremendous amount of money to. And so basically, like.
And so, yeah, Tim Heidegger really doesn't like him, so he went after him. I don't blame him either. I don't blame him.
the
Docking
business
permission
seized and
requested.
liquidated,
Docking request
and the
denied.
Onion
Docking
swept in
permission
the
requested.
satirical.
Autopilot disabled.
News outlet The
Drive
Onion swept in,
active.
and they basically bought the rights to broadcast on InfoWars. And right now, it still hasn't gotten its final approval from a judge, but that's pending. I believe in late May we'll get an answer. But we do know that InfoWars has shut down, and Alex Jones has launched a new show under a different name. Well, The Onion is not waiting, and comedian Tim Heidecker, he's not waiting. He's jumping in and basically getting to the job here, which is parodying Alex Jones and making money off it, and then paying the Sandy Hook families off the parody that he's doing of Alex Jones. So we have here the new InfoWars, and here's comedian Tim Heidecker doing his best Alex Jones impersonation. Here we go.
But I'm going to sip from the blood of the Forsaken. This is real human blood. You can find this at the InfoWars store. This is human blood curated from the Forsaken and the sinners. All right, this is pure premium blood, tested, FDA unapproved. And this is just human blood. As part of my satanic ritual, I am a servant to Satan, and thank God I was able to get him and the Lord to sit down and come to their senses and get things back to before Satan was cast into hell.
So Alex has been going after Tim Heidecker and going after The Onion, unironically claiming within the last week, they're like, no, you don't get it. They're satanic, and he's satanic. And his TV show, Tim and Eric from back in the day, it's all about a...
Not just Tim and Eric.
...satanic pedo ritual. And no, it's not comedy. It's not like abstract, absurdist comedy. It's, no, they're actually telling you, like, we are criminals and we like to grape kids. And Alex spent hours on his show, basically, that's what they're doing, guys. They're summoning the Antichrist, and they're using the spirit of the Antichrist to go after these children and to ruin their lives. And they're proudly bathing in the blood of children, and they're horrible people, and they're coming to take InfoWars. They're literal skin snatchers. That's what they're doing. And so here is Tim Heidecker, who's like, all right, bitch, you want to play this game? Here, now I'm going to parody you, and you're going to be the one who's satanic and drinking the blood of the Forsaken.
I'm part of the peace movement. Now stick. It tastes like blood. And this is Satan giving me the powers to continue to fight. And we will continue to fight, and I cheers to you. If you have access to the blood of the Forsaken.
My God, Tim's good at voices now by this time of his life. I'm creative like Tim, but I just destroy my brain on drugs, and I try to be a rock star.
This is not blood. These are adult. This is adult blood, by the way. Ain't no question. I made sure of that because I don't want to get in trouble. But this is the blood of Forsaken.
I don't want to get in trouble.
It's hot.
All right, he's not done. This is now he goes after the InfoWars, fucking supplement store. Anytime somebody's got a supplement store, run for the hills. If somebody's an influencer and they got a supplement store, man, you better not even consider getting some shit from there. Are you kidding me? A supplement store like Rogan with his alpha brain shit and whatever the fuck. Alex Jones also had a supplement store. He would sell like merch, supplements. And here's Tim Heidecker parodying that as well.
Yeah, we're excited about Piss to Gold, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just reiterate, we now have a scientific, technological system by which we can take your urine and we'll be able to extract the gold minerals out of your urine. As you know, our body is made up of many minerals and salts and different minerals, including gold. Gold comes from stars and is in rocks and in mines and everything. But we also consume gold on a daily basis through just through breathing and through the different rocks. If you swallow rocks, or whatever it is, I don't know how you get gold in. Okay, but we can get it out now. So Phil, you're gonna send in your piss to us so we can take it out.
Well, yeah, and I'm not a rich man, so I'm trying to, I'm collecting up a lot of my wife's jewelry that I'm going to, condense down into urine. So it's a safer way to keep this because, the communists are coming.
The communists are here. The communists are here,
They're going to take our gold. Right? They're going to come take our gold.
Don't delude yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Communists are here, and they're running every sector of our economy, and they're running the government as well. Deep state is infiltrated into every sector, and this is the only way to get through that now is to build up your own personal war chest with funds from the gold in your urine. All right, so we gotta let you go now. We gotta let you go, Phil.
Okay.
Good luck to you.
Well, okay. Well, thank you. I guess.
Feel free to call in anytime.
Now, by the way, right wingers are seething so fucking hard over there. Like, this isn't funny. I can't believe they think this is like so lame and so it's like, hey, assholes, the reason you feel that way is because you've been getting conned by Alex Jones all these years. If you're buying his, like, InfoWars supplement bullshit, you don't have no idea what you're putting in your body because he's conning you. He's scamming you. He's full of shit. Literally, the last day of InfoWars, he had a big thing, like, his merch store on the screen. The link was on the screen to be like, you gotta save us, come save us, we're struggling over here, and, you know, they're taking us over, but I'm gonna use this to grift and try to rob my audience one more time before we have to change the name of the show and do it a different way. Like, that's what this guy is. He's the classic comment. So the reason why I don't like it is because it strikes a little close to home. It's a little too spot on. You know, Tim Heidecker and The Onion are completely and utterly on point with it. So, all you have to do if you're Tim Heidecker and The Onion is just watch Alex Jones' show every day and just parody whatever the fuck he says that day, because, you know, it's fucking easy to do. Alex serves it up to you on a silver platter, where just repeat the shit he says, and that's parody enough. You don't even need to change anything. Just repeat the shit he says. Absolutely love it. And by the way, like I said, the best part of all this, on top of it just being hilarious, is that, like I said, now the Sandy Hook families are going to get some money. Alex Jones has been fucking stiffing them this entire time after he smeared them and said that they were lying about their kittens being shot. So, love to see it. Shout out Tim Heidecker. Shout out The Onion. And right-wingers keep coping, keep seething. And by the way, the Alex Jones crash outs will only continue to get worse and worse and worse over this because they got his ass nailed, bro. They got his ass nailed. So what are you going to do now, Alex? You tried the, oh, they're satanic, they're actually pedophiles, they're criminals, they're the worst people, they're skin snatchers, they're ruining everything, they're doing it for the globalists and the deep state, and they hate Trump, and, well, what are you going to do now? That they're coming out here and parodying that shit too. Where do you go from there, bro? You got nowhere to go. Like, you lost. In the end, you fucking lost. You washed bitch, and that's what you are.
Hey y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.
I remember the man who begged to be beheaded. In France, they had this rule about the guillotine, which they would give you for capital murder punishment and stuff like this, for stealing someone's horse or trying to suborn perjury with the nobles or whatever the fuck you can get in trouble for in those times. That the guillotine was a really big thing in the French Revolution. But there's this ultimate gamer's rule to the guillotine, which is that even if they're convicting you of like child molestation or being a witch or something like that, it doesn't matter, or like killing a lot of people, it doesn't matter. If you can pull your head, hey, that's the first house I ever stayed in. I even remember where I camped in. It's kind of weird. But yeah, so the rule was, it doesn't matter what you're guilty of. It could be child molestation, murder, death, you know, regicide, patricide. It didn't matter. If you got the guillotine as a fucking punishment from the French nobility class and all this, and you lifted your head up out of the cradle before the blade fell, which was possible. They did let you do that. They were like, yeah, you could try and get out of it, but the blade falls in a split second, and that's the whole like thing for the crowd, is they're waiting for the blade to fall, and it falls, and it's fast, and it's a big blade, and it drops down, just chops your fucking head off, and that's the whole part of the thing, is the people watching hate you because you're a criminal, just like when they hung people in the Old West. And so, yeah, but there was this weird, shitty child molestation supporting rule, which was like, doesn't matter what your crime is, if you pull your... Ooh, I got a Spear magazine, which was really good for this early. That was like a really genuinely, like the best magazine I possibly could have had. Craft a bedroll. Bedroll. I don't need a bedroll. I can't die. But yeah, I'll put it down. I don't care. Okay, craft a building block. Okay, building block. We'll make 160 of them, and then we'll top trees.
Yeah, from these results, it's...
And so, yeah, so she's doing a video about that, the man who begged to be beheaded, because the first time, this guy in the French Revolution, he lifted his head. I don't know how I know this story, and she's amazed by it, and she did a video about it, but I know about it because I just had good schooling and stuff. And so there was this guy in the French Revolution who lifted his head up out of the cradle when the blade fell, and he was guilty of murder or rape or something like that. But they had to let his ass go because that was the rules. It didn't matter how criminal you were. If you got your head up out of the cradle of the guillotine in time, you were allowed to walk out of the Times Square or whatever, the center of the town, where they're all watching you go up for murder or rape or stealing a horse or something like that in olden times. And oh, now I've got to make arrows. Yeah, I got to make arrows. Craft 34 arrows. I can't really melee this guy. I don't really have the tools, but I believe I'll start producing arrows really quick here. Yep. Go. Getting better at this. I've always saw something in this game, and it just gets better every time I play it. Little things that they do. Like the water thing. They added water glasses, water jars, because they really didn't know how to deal with that. Like, water is supposed to be this big rite of passage in these survival games. And it is in Rust. Like, you have to go down to the river, or get bottles of water, or find a water container, or train through the chart, and that's going to take a couple of hours. I'll wait for my stamina to get back. I wish I had an auto crouch. What is that? Right shift? Yeah, right shift is okay. I actually don't mind that. It's a lumberjack, which isn't good to fight this level, but... Oh, I hit him for 3.5. Not bad. If I don't play 7 Days to Die, it will die. But I think it's a really good game, and I don't want it to die, so I'm playing it. Oh, good. We're almost not that far from the base, which is good. This is more fun immediately than Scum was, and I think it's far deeper than Scum, too, which is sort of sad. How did this game outdo Scum? Scum was supposed to be a good game, but it was unfortunately titled. I don't know any girl that I've ever met who would admit playing a game called Scum. It just makes you a scum. It makes you scummy. And I don't know why they named that game Scum. I don't care if it's an algorithm. It was this like fucking swan song call to Rust players to come be scumbags on a different game and then stuff. They even named the game Scum, which is probably the whole fucking meaning behind that name, but. Like, you know, but from the unfortunate titling to the unfortunate realism to the unfortunate, like, reception and the changes to the zombie spawns and all this. Are you going to kill me? No, don't kill me. Oh, God, those things hurt. I kind of wish I had permanent crouch on a different button now that I could reach easier. Oh, I need to repair my axe. I missed her. Oh, I hit her that time, though. Did I kill her? I outright killed her. Right on. 2 shots and I killed her. That's good math for hardcore. Golden root helps with indigestion. Cloth is good for crafting armor. Chrysanthemum is like a red tea that helps you get your stamina back faster, but you have to learn how to... Level 3 and I have 6 points to spend. That's good. Okay, let's craft a spear. A stone spear. Oh, no. Hold it quick to... Oh. Shift left click to equip the building block. Oh, shift left click. Oh, okay. Shift left click. Oh, the building block. I'm sorry. So, building blocks. Yeah, they go down. I'm going spear and bow for this run until I can get into something else. Yeah, I want to make a stone spear. Cool. And I'm going to need to probably eat these eggs, but I probably need to cook them. I will have this stash chili and some water. And a campfire. I'm going to put the campfire down. Where's the campfire? Campfire. What's that? Oh, right, yeah. Okay, so turn this on with wood and burn the charred meat. Yeah, cook. And yeah, that took like all my money, but that's okay. I want to use these seeds to plant trees. Now I'm going to pull the wood out of the fireplace, turn off and pull, and we'll leave you. Okay, we're on our way to the trader. Some good wood in that box. Oh, I like the third-person melee fighting. It's good. They could improve it. Oh, that's due south. Oops. There's my forest that I planted. And we're back to the base, and that's going to empower me a lot more. I can't believe I lost the goddamn bicycle. That was a fucking travesty. I even kind of know where it was, but I wish you would show me my previous deaths. That's the only problem with hardcore. Is you should be able to go back and find your body. But no, I'm sure I'll find it one day. I'll be like flying by on a helicopter and I'll be like, what's that? And I'll see the body and I'll be like, oh yeah, I remember this bicycle. And that's stupid. It should be way more recoverable than that. There's enough sandwiches to get full, which is good. I might get the century, but that's okay. I've got cures for it. I've got so much stuff, I'm tempted to sell it all, but I don't know. I don't really. Do I have feathers in here somewhere? That would be nice. Here's a sham chili. We'll eat that. I'm gonna have to drink a water, huh? But I do have waters. Unless I took the whole stack of waters. I'm fairly sure I do have waters. Ah, I do have waters. That makes this much, much easier. Water is a really hard thing. Hey, cool. I can at least get up with some of the stuff that I had. A splint would be good to have. Water. If I had a gun, I would use it, but I don't. I've got a lot of stuff, though. I think I'm supposed to hold the building block, place the building block. Okay. Oh, no, I don't want them coming up, huh? I'm going to place a land claim block or I'll lose the space. I need an empty slot for putting items in that I can use. Okay. I think what I did is over in the hole over here, I just picked that up and I placed the land claim block and I F to use. Okay. I suppose if I wanted XP, this would be the best time to do it. I should go see the, maybe I can loot this place? I don't know. Let's see. There, it was some loot, yeah.
If you drink all the coffee, I'll kill you. I'm gonna make you an offer you can't Can't say I'm not surprised. Good luck, kid. Hey, jerk, you need some work? It's a deal. Disappoint me, and you'll find yourself on the wrong end of... What the hell do you want this time?
That's 200 dukes, which might actually be better, but I don't know. Wait, this chrysanthemum sells for 67? So does a rock. Wow.
Cha-ching! Thanks, buddy. Bye. Or bye.
I lost all my dukes. I think I was carrying around dukes, maybe, which is stupid. Rangers Guide to Archery, Volume 7. Successful sneak attacks with arrows have a 20% greater chance of knocking down the target. That's for 10 caps, which I don't have. Bam, bam. Boom. Boom, boom. Boom. Boom, boom. I'm hoping for honey. You got honey in this place? No. There's a level 2 shovel, which wouldn't be bad to buy. No guns, though. Nothing real in terms of a weapon. So, okay. Nothing too good. That's
on my
alright.
nerves, friend.
Oops. Hold the building block. Press to place the building block. Wait, you can lock it? Yeah, it is locked there. There's a claw hammer. Anything else that would give me a bonus? There's an athletic outfit. I lost my last athletic outfit, but this gives you max health bonus. Cool.
I think it's pretty...
I think I hear something. This game's looking better and doing better. Bows, handguns, and knives. Maybe I don't want a spear. Maybe I prefer the knife. Because it has a bleed. Bones. There's steroids. Yeah, carrying capacity 50 plus 50 and run speed 10 plus 10%. I like steroids. I'm going to carry them with me. Repair kits are always good. I got to carry those. Just looking for anything else I might have had left over that might be really good. Serrated blade mod, I might need that. I'm looking for bone, but I don't see it. I wouldn't mind some explosives. G should be my grenade key, but it's not working. X98, okay. X, I guess it didn't imply last time is what it was. So 9 should be G, and Y should be my auger. Yeah, cancel, confirm. Or no, I think it's actually like, yeah, like the difference between bike and plane. I have to craft a storage crate. Storage crate. Wood storage crate. Craft. Bone. There we go. Bone knife. Yeah, I don't think I want to use spears actually. I will go agility because I prefer bows at the start of the game. Oh, I don't know. I like spears too. But no, all the spear stuff is in strength, I think, actually. Or not strength, but, what is it? Perception? Yeah, perception. So, Spearmaster, Unaware, Rifles, Spears, Rifles, Explosive Weapons, and Tools. Okay, and so I will use knives and bows. Oh, nice. That was the end of it, huh? Nice. 13,000 LP. That's still really good for not being harassed.
You cannot warp there, because natural phenomena are disrupting the ship. Warp drive active.
Eggs. Boiled eggs, huh? Yeah. Wait, stop. No, that eats up my jars. I can't do that. So, or well, I have jars, but I will starve. I'll just eat the eggs themselves is what I'll do. Where did that bow knife go? Oh, there we go. I don't think I want spears. It's not my spec. It's really not. So, just scrap the spear. I like spear a lot, but I don't mind knife either. I like knife too. So we'll do knife, bow, something else. Claw hammer. Oh, I want to modify the knife to put a serrated edge on it, and I'm just looking around for anything else that might benefit me. I don't see honey or anything that I could use. It's unfortunate. But I do have ammo for guns if I ever find a gun. I suppose I could go to a gun store, but I don't really think I want to do that. Let's do that. I'm going to do 2 of these. There's herbal antibiotics, but I have honey. Oh, cure infection, 5%. Cure infection, 10%, okay. $20 water per... I have a tier 1 clear and an intro for buried supplies. I guess I'll go bury first. Ooh, loot. You're inside somehow? Yeah, you spawned inside somehow. Rifles world, rifle crafting skill. Got a bipod mod, busted hammer, assault rifle crafting skill.
Afternoon. What's it gonna be, huh?
It'll be a long time before I need this bipod mod, but I don't know. I might use it.
Some days I don't even know why I open the doors.
pretty clear that Marathon underperformed expectations while Destiny failed to recover any of its money or even offset the underperformance of Marathon. Yeah, and the timing of this makes it pretty clear what this loss is marked against. Yeah, these results are marked against Bungie as a whole, the whole company. And to some degree, I guess, to what you were saying, Bruce, it could be PlayStation realizing that they don't have the games of service golden goose that they thought they did, or that maybe Jim Ryan told them that it would be. But I think this is also a pretty clear referendum on the performance of Marathon, which launched in early March. This is the first quarter after Marathon's launch. So, and in terms of like always looking forward to the next thing, I was worried about this. If Bungie delayed any Fallout by saying, just wait for Marathon, it's going to do so good. Now that it's out and it's not doing good, we may be seeing like the true cost of what Bungie oversold.
That's a really good point. From the results, it's clear that Marathon underperformed expectations while Destiny failed to recover or offset that underperformance. This loss is actually the biggest across all of Sony in their Q4. That's really bad.
That is so bad when your company is the one that the CFO is looking at and it's the biggest chunk taken out of the entire company's revenue. That's bad. That's bad. You don't want that. Like, I think I said it before, but you don't want the Eye of Sauron trained on you like that.
Yeah, that's right. Luckily, it's not enough to sink their game and network division, which brought in record income, even though sales were essentially flat.
Yes, yeah, the PlayStation Network continues to just be a money factory, not only from PlayStation Plus subscription fees, which are good, but also increased sales of non-first-party games on the PlayStation Store.
PlayStation expects a 30% increase in income in the next fiscal year, for the simple reason that they won't be marking down huge losses from Bungie anymore. Yay!
Yeah. Gosh, yeah, at this point, it's almost a third of the value of the company. Oof, yeah. So that leads us to the elephant in the room, of course. What does this mean for Bungie?
Sony sounds like they're not closing the studio outright, at least for the moment. IGN reports some forward-looking statements about Marathon from Sony's investor Q&A.
And why would they make those if they were just going to shut it down, right? Yeah, this is from Sony CFO Lin Tao. She said directly that, quote, earnings from Bungie's title portfolio did not reach our expectations, so we downwardly revised our business plan and impaired the full amount of the fixed assets related to Bungie, except for goodwill.
Okay, I wonder how much goodwill we'll give them. Maybe that'll bring the value up a couple million. Despite that, the plan is to, quote, improve the performance of the game, I would assume Marathon, by working to retain highly engaged core users through the introduction of additional content, further improvements in the gameplay experience, and expansion of the user base.
Expansion of the user base. That's real important. And I consider myself in the user base, and even I would like them to expand to me a little more because I love Marathon, but I can't, man. I've had enough of its bullshit. Last time I played, it was just a series of just getting stomped by super players. I didn't learn anything.
Yeah, I'm not really down to get stomped by people who think that it somehow speaks to my skill, that they're better at a game, that they played more than me. I think that, you know.
I didn't get anything. I didn't even have the chance to participate in any interesting fights. It's just the second I knew I was getting shot at, I was dead over and over again. And man, you can't have players having experiences like that. Even me, I like to think I'm pretty permissive of getting my ass beat. But even that is rough. So they got to do something. Like I said, I really like the game, but it needs a baby mode or something.
Yeah, I think you've discovered extraction shooters more so now than ever, because this is something that every extraction shooter goes through. I mean, I went through the same with Tarkov and Arc Raiders, and it was like, you know, they are generally the same usually. And we've talked about this before on the show, but like Tarkov had the advantage of building up this really small user base and then slowly expanding as the game expanded. So like their budget went up with their players. Bungie does not have that. Bungie was already, you know, they spent billions of dollars. Sony spent billions of dollars on Bungie. And so they had to deliver a
Tarkov never did get good, and it's a really bad game. It's got like 10 maps. It's an extraction shooter. After what, 10 years? It's been 7 years or something. That's a long time.
Yeah, they did.
In the MMO scene.
And while I think Marathon is an amazing video game, I am not playing it for precisely the reason you just described.
Do you really?
Which is like, it's so cool. I love this game. I would love to watch it from afar. I'm not going to play it at all. And I bought the game. So I get it. And like you said, Lawrence, it would be great if they had like maybe a PvE mode or something, like something like that. You go in and have a little fun.
God, I'd love that. I'd love that so much. I just want to get my lore. I just want to get my little lore entries. Just leave me alone with my logs and my audio files, please. But no, the players are psychopaths. Unfortunately, this is, well, I guess it's not the total end of the cycle. There's some other steps that could happen and still may. And on that note, yeah, a word of caution. Even though executives are making forward-looking statements, they always say that until they shut everything down, and that could happen at any time. So even though there are some alluding statements that they're going to let Bungie continue doing their thing, I guess we have some theories about what that might look like, but just don't take that too close to heart, because that's always what they're saying until they say the exact opposite. But yeah, there were troubling signs when Bungie was acquired. I remember a lot of the press releases that Sony and Bungie put out talked up a lot of the projects they were going to do, these transmedia projects. We're going to do TV, we're going to do movies, we're going to do everything.
What?
Animation and stuff like that.
Who the fuck watches video game movies except bads? I can't think of a single good one. Maybe Silent Hill. That's like the only real video game movie that there is. It's so dumb.
And that already gave me a sinking feeling in the pit of my stomach.
Silent Hill 2 was good too, even though it was a really bad B horror movie sequel. It was still good. Like, it was a good movie. It was well done.
Whenever a company gets acquired and it thinks it's becoming a dream factory, finally we get to do everything we've ever wanted. And furthermore, we're going to be great at all that stuff just because we did this one thing really well. It's this unfortunate mix of like doing one thing really well, getting acquired because you did that one thing well, and then thinking that has empowered you to do all things well. And yeah, the cycle pretty much went as expected. They hired like crazy. They made nothing for a year and a half, laid everyone off, tried to come back to their bread and butter, but found that it wasn't really there anymore because they had neglected it. So they took their eye off the ball. People left Destiny. I'm not even sure if Destiny is a forever game. I think everything has its seasons.
No, Destiny sucks.
Despite Bungie's best efforts, Destiny still may be in decline, regardless. But yeah, to me though, Marathon, like I said, I really like it, but it is not the kind of game you expect from a studio that had just been acquired and put all that money and effort into one game. This is kind of like a side hustle game from a small group that put together a very constrained and responsibly scoped game to try out something new.
Dying Light the Beast.
Because there's not... I like the maps. I keep saying that. It's a good game, but there's not much to it. Especially if you get your dick kicked in the second you log into the game. So it's unfortunate, and I am perversely curious what sorts of expectations that Bungie set for PlayStation for Marathon, because it should have been extremely conservative. Anybody that played Marathon for 15 minutes could have told you this is not a game for everybody, and it's not a big seller, and it's exactly the wrong kind of game that Bungie needs to make right now. But they did it, and to some degree I respect that. It's a very authentic game. It's very clear that they made the game they wanted to in the way they wanted to, so that's rad. But yeah, the business side of it is questionable to me.
Yeah, I think that I also think that Jim Ryan is responsible for a lot of this the failure of Bungie here. And just by the way, I want to clarify, both Lawrence and I don't want to see Bungie go away. I don't want to see people get laid off. I would love to see them prosper and make Destiny 3 and Marathon 2, and I want to see all those games, because like I said, I love Marathon, even though I'm not out there playing it. I think it's such a cool game, and it is one of the few times I could say that these artists at Bungie got to make the thing they wanted to make, which is cool. But when Jim Ryan and Sony acquired Bungie a few years ago, clearly Jim Ryan was like, we're going to make 10 live service games. Bungie's going to have a hand in each one of them, and they're all going to succeed. And pretty much all of them failed. I want to say almost all of them failed. I don't know if they had a hand in Helldivers, but like, boy, oh boy. It's been a massive failure on Jim Ryan and Sony's part, and I'm sure that they were hand in hand either for the success or failure of Bungie, and that's a real problem for them. And I don't want to see them go away, because I do think that they are the best in the business at live service games, even though everybody hates Destiny all the time, and they play thousands of hours of it. That's my favorite thing, is that they played 5,000 hours of Destiny, and they're like, this is the worst video game I've ever played. So, no, otherwise he would have stopped. And I do think that they're really good at what they do. And I'm sure a lot of comments are going to say I'm wrong, even though they played 3,000 hours of Destiny.
No, I think you're dead on, Bruce. And I don't know. My favorite Destiny player is the one that understands it. Like, I hate it, but I love it, and we're all here. And for some reason, it's a lifestyle to complain about the thing we can't step away from. Yeah, some people have accepted the cognitive dissonance of playing Destiny. But yeah, Bruce, I think you're dead on about Jim Ryan. If for no other reason than he followed the dance steps perfectly by leaving before any of this stuff really hit. That's the grand irony of executives that have a vision, is that they're the first ones to see if it's working or not. So when they crawl out of the bathroom window in the middle of the night and take a big suitcase of money with them, there's a reason, and it's because they don't want to be around when this happens or have to answer difficult questions. Or maybe they were answering difficult questions and got tired of it and decided to leave. So yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, the good news is that Jim Ryan's misguided live service push, you know, if the consensus is that we can attribute it to him. So if it truly was his push and his idea, PlayStation seems to have transitioned out of it without too many huge hits to their business or their income. The biggest one is probably right here. But I guess they're just going to go back, hopefully, to making the games that worked before. You know, things like Wolverine, the big budget, prestige premium games.
Yeah, Intergalactic is another example of that. That's coming up. I'm sure they're doubling down on Naughty Dog and being like, "Hey guys, just make another single player game. Last of Us 3, let's do it." Lawrence and I were speculating last night on what's going to happen to Bungie. This is another thing that I think we like to talk about, because like Lawrence just talked about with the executives sneaking out of the middle of the night. We've seen this firsthand. We watched this happen firsthand at companies that we worked at. So what I think the future of Bungie is at Sony is that I don't necessarily know that Sony will shut down Destiny. They may just leave a skeleton crew there, sort of to let it die over the next few years. I'm worried about Marathon. I don't want Marathon to get shut down. I really don't. I would love if they had a skeleton crew and then maybe they lay off a bunch of people at Bungie or whatever. I don't want to see that either. But it would be nice to see those two games survive for a few more years versus just shutting it down like they did Concord. Because we were talking about that too, where like Firewalk was the developer of Concord, but we probably think that Sony shut down Concord. We don't know that Firewalk was the one that did that. So we're worried about Marathon for that. And then at that point, Sony just absorbs the rest of the employees from Bungie into Sony.
I'm going to get some ice water real quick.
Fade away. This is very sad. I don't want any of this to happen, but that's what it looks like it might happen.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, certainly the dream phase is over. The reality is fully set in now. So, yeah, it makes sense that PlayStation would scale back Bungie's headcount to basically get a healthy profit margin out of Destiny and ideally out of Marathon. And with the way those games are established, and especially the maturity of Destiny as a business and the way that Bungie has run it, I'm sure that they are very knowledgeable about the costs it takes to operate that game and the revenues they can get out of it. So yeah. Worst case scenario, PlayStation acquired Bungie, and Bungie has a very healthy and somewhat stable revenue stream. It doesn't make sense to shutter the whole thing when there's a fat line of revenue coming in. It's somewhat similar, but not quite similar to rumors about like Microsoft just closing Xbox entirely. They have Call of Duty, they got World of Warcraft, they got Candy Crush, they have all of Activision's revenues coming in under that division. So it doesn't make a lot of sense to just shut the door because, you know, in a given 4 or 5 year period, there's a decline when money's still coming in. And it's a functioning business unit. You know, they don't have to oversee it or get in there and fix stuff, at least not anymore. So yeah, I don't think they would close Bungie outright. But yeah, Bruce, I think your vision is the most accurate, where maybe their operating revenue gets squeezed and they have to do just small scale layoffs over every 6 months, lay off another 20, 30 people until they get down to the head count that PlayStation wants them at, and then they stay there. And maybe in 5 years, Bungie will be able to appeal to PlayStation again, ask for the sweet permission to make another original game, and we'll see if PlayStation says yes, because they've been burned a couple times at this point.
Yeah, I'm crossing my fingers for Marathon. I really hope that Marathon keeps going. I really do, because I think it's a good game. Thank you very much for watching Inside Games Daily. We appreciate you sticking around and listening to our speculation even after the news, because we love to talk about it. Like I said, Lawrence and I were just talking about it for fun on Discord last night. So because we enjoy it. So subscribe to the channel if you enjoy our news and speculation. And we also have a Patreon if you want to support the Patreon. That actually helps us make more content. It helps everybody that is employed with this channel. So if you want to do that, Lawrence even posts all of our content for free over there on the Patreon, in addition to some memes. And I don't know what Lawrence has posted in the last couple of days, but they can be edgy.
They can. Yeah, I've been stocking up memes since the early 2000s.
I hate memes.
And let me tell you, meme culture was a
idiots.
little edgier back then.
I don't care about meme culture. I think it's an idiot culture of people that like to look at shiny pictures that make them laugh. I don't know. It's not very deep. When you're in a bad Discord, you'll just see nothing but fucking memes like flying, because it's just like the word bro. It's overused. Yeah, you love the word bro, but that's all you say is bro, 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 bro. And the same way that bro is overused is the same way that, you know. Anyways.
So sometimes you get a vintage one. Although I have to admit, meme culture around Marathon's pretty good too. So hopefully I can dig a newer one out tonight. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time on Inside Games.
I forgot the inventory woes. One of the things that I thought would make this game possible to play is improving the inventory, but you can't do it on GeForce Now. You can't do it on the other version either, really. I mean, you can still, but it's annoying. Maybe the mod works. I'm sure one of those mods works. Like, the overhauls work. They change the inventory size. But I'm not sure the inventory mod works. Do I get honey? No. Lame. Okay, we're almost back to the base. Sort of. Oh, no, it's like that way, huh? Yeah. This was fun, but I believe I'm going to stop. This is the last bit of the run for me at 2 a.m. Oh no, wait, I need those feathers. You're cold? Why are you cold? Turn this on. There we go, a little warmer. Just because I'm wet. Damn single mob left. It's so annoying. There, now I'm like dry again. It made a little noise. I mean, I do have 10 containers of water. Yeah, I'm tired. I will begin to go to bed now. I believe I'll lock here. Okay, exit out, and we'll come back to this later. I like that it never goes anywhere, not that nobody kills you. It's not online. It is online, but it's not online for your match, so it's like kind of cool. It's not, there's no pressure. This will tick down for 5 more minutes, I suppose. Maybe I can catch a mob spawn before. And to leave the Discord. Goodbye. Disconnect. Okay, guys, you have been watching Skycat Live. I'm sorry that I forgot to record today and stream. I don't know. I came home. I was tired. I did not get enough sleep last night because of the cat. I just wasn't doing well today. Oh, that's a player, maybe? No, never mind. That's the next generation of mobs. If I proceed to kill these, I can go and it'll auto kill all 3 of them. And I can hopefully cap this site before I go to bed. So, okay, there we go. Now the drones will kill everything. Is that all 3? Yeah, that's all 3. And then, so you've been watching Skycat Live. I'm a full-time variety gamer, all day, every day. Put me on in the background. Click on the Twitch or the YouTube or my Kick and give me a like, sub, or a follow. And yeah, and I love you guys. So yeah. And yeah, and I love you guys. Goodbye. And I will see you tomorrow. I am Skycat Live, and I record all of my sessions in their entirety if I remember to, which I didn't remember today because I'm fucking brain dead exhausted. But what am I trying to say? Oh yeah. I'm gonna say something on this video.
Starfield.
We all know you're liars. I'm sorry. So, okay, there we go. I'm going to get off finally. And sorry, I just had to say the last thing there. So, bye. I'll see you tomorrow.